everyone. How are you guys doing today? I'm going to give it a couple of minutes until all of y'all join me. Hello, everyone. All right, I'm going to give it a couple of minutes until more of y'all join me. In the interim, let me see I'm on the right platform. All right. So, how have you all been? Tell me, how's your week been? How is your experience with the first week of Feb been? All right, I already see a few of y'all. Perfect. All right, I hope you all are excited about today's topic. Again, thank you all for your kind and generous tips. It means a lot. And there is live channeling at the end. So, with that, I am just going to ensure that I have everything here in terms of the list. Okay. All right, guys, I've also introduced a few specials this week. Do check them out. Hey, Samantha, good to see you. Hello, Tamara, good to see you. Hi, Tammy. Finally, I get to see you, my friend. It's been a while. So happy to see all of y'all. And I'm sure you guys are all enthralled about today's topic. All right, with that, I will start in a moment. Tell me how has February been so far? It's been an interesting month. Hi, Rebecca. Good to see you. All right. This is a topic. I have done this topic quite, I think I've done this topic like last year or the year before. But again, of course, we're always evolving and growing, and our understanding is always expanding. So, hopefully, what I channel today gives you guys more awareness, inspiration, expansion, and enlightenment too. So let's see what comes up. Hey MJ, so good to see you again. A big thank you to MJ for running this group and making us all feel like the stars we deserve to feel. So guys, again, thank you all for being here. Hello Marif. And I think today's topic is pretty popular. Before that, I've got the Valentine's Day special reading that's on promo. Do check that out. Again, I've limited spots, so book in fast. I've also introduced two chakra healings for twin flames for the root and sacral. You guys could check that out as well. Hi Rachel, good to see you. And again, guys, thank you all for your tips. Hi Laura, good to see you too. All right, so I'm going to break down today's discourse lecture into few bits so that you guys can just refer to the different parts. So that's why today's topic is defining monadic twin flames, and the definition lies in the split. And after that, I'll go on to define purpose, missions, levels of evolution, interdimensional galactic purpose, and so forth. And I was also going to touch on Oversoul and how it's connected to Monadic Twin Flames. Hi, Mai, good to see you. Thanks, Laura. Probably Dawn was looking for me, or I think she has something on today. All right, guys, tell me, what is your understanding of Monadic Twin Flames? I have done this topic quite a number of times, so you guys probably already have an idea, but I'll try to be as direct and I'll try to define Monadic Twin Flames in the most simplest way possible. It's so easy to be confused because often the whole evolution of humanity lies in confusion. So you have got all these amazing works channeled by our ancestors, but why is it always lost or misinterpreted? So that's why whatever I say, I channel it directly from my guides, higher self, God, everything, multidimensionally, so that it applies for today's day and age and at this moment based on your understanding of how the world is. Because a definition of monadic twin flames, let's say 5,000 years ago, will be defined differently because people's understanding of the world was different to how it is today. So, in very, very simple terms, monadic twin flames are the purest part of twin flame expression. That is, when the soul comes from the anti-material world. So let me do a very short, quick, a quick explanation on what matter and antimatter means. So matter is the material universe we experience, and everything around us constitutes of matter, and this is something we have learned in primary school in science. Everything is matter, and matter has got solid, liquid, and gaseous states, and so on and so forth. So how do you define antimatter? Again, CERN has got droplets of antimatter in its facility. So my definition of antimatter is our soul. So when a point of antimatter enters the material world, that's when the human experience in 3D forms as well. So a metaphorical cosmic egg. So from the 13th dimension, monadic flames come out and are birthed in this metaphorical cosmic egg. I've always used this example. And in the 13th dimension, the divine masculine and the divine feminine are split. So that is the purest definition of monadic twin flames. So split soul twin flames is when monadic twin flames go through a further split. So that's why in very rare cases, some twin flames could be monadic twin flames and split soul twin flames too. And I'll definitely do a topic on that as well. Secondly, monadic twin flames often don't split a lot. Monadic twin flames tend to remain monadic twin flames, and this truth applies to starseeds, intergalactic travelers. Starseeds are also intergalactic travelers, and those on missions. Again, when one comes from the anti-material worlds, they can choose not to split at all as well. So then they are not on a twin flame journey. And they are a whole soul. They have decided to partake this experience on earth as a whole soul. So they've got everything encompassed within them. For monadic twin flames, the divine feminine and the divine masculine are split, projected into two parts of a soul. That's why the pull towards being together is always there. Another thing about monadic twin flames is, because the split happens in 13D, we experience a lot of forms. So example, 12D is when we are full light beings. So we are split even as light. Whereas often with split soul twin flames, it takes place in a lower dimension. So it could happen in 5D or 6D in the soul worlds before incarnation. So that is the difference. That's why the purpose of split soul twin flames are only to get together, and you always see the vibration is very, very different. With monadic twin flames, the purpose is much more. Because monadic twin flames have already gone through different kinds of experiences, they don't really go through that separation phase like split soul twin flames. It's more of many monadic twin flames tend to come to Earth on missions only. And some monadic twin flames only come to Earth for like one lifetime or two lifetimes. That's about it. They are not prone to any karmic cycles or anything like that. They are here to serve a mission and then they go back. Of course, there are risks involved, always. You know, example, you're on a United Nations missions, you're in Peace Corps, you go to a third world country, the risk of being trapped or kidnapped, it's very high. Same thing with intergalactic star seed, star traveler, twin flame souls too. The difference between a star soul, like the ones that didn't split. So this goes to the oversoul concept as well. So every time a soul comes to the 13D, it is an oversoul. So an oversoul is the purest expression of soul itself. So in 13D, in a cosmic egg, there could be a split that takes place that becomes monadic flames, or the soul can remain as an avatar. So both are avatars, but how they decide to experience the world, that's where the differences lie. A lot of people tend to, and that's why, you may have seen definitions of monads and the race and all that, because that is one organizational template. But it's all different for different souls. That's the thing, because it all goes down to what happens when you manifest out of the anti-material worlds. Excuse me. Ascension flu, guys. All right, with that, because today's topic is about monadic twin flames, and monadic twin flames come from that one oversoul, and that one oversoul enters this metaphorical cosmic egg, cosmic womb, golden womb. There are many definitions for it, but it's a metaphorical expression. The split happens, divine masculine and divine feminine, and then the experience continues. That's why with monadic twin flames, you can see how divine feminines and divine masculines are always looking for the other half eons and eons of time, because the split has occurred since the time of origination in the material worlds. Having said that, monadic twin flames missions, goals, roles tend to differ a lot as well. Of course, monadic twin flames are quite similar to soulmates too. So let me give you an example. So when a soul doesn't go through any kind of split and just wants to be whole, can meet another soul, and together they can become soulmates. So there's no split involved. They are two separate souls as far as the material universe is concerned. So that's why monadic twin flames and soulmates do share a lot, high-powered soulmates do share a lot of similarities, and split soul twin flames and karmics tend to share a lot of similarities. Can you see that? I'll try to go more in depth into this in another discourse. All right. So next up, again, someone requested, they wanted me to cover Oversoul as well. That's why I thought I would do this discourse to explain these little definitions. So I hope you guys are following me in terms of the split. So monadic twin flames are split in the 13th dimension. 13th dimension is when the soul leaves the anti-material universe and enters the material universe. So that is the point, that 13th dimension is where the anti-material worlds and the material worlds meet. So here, this is when twin flames become twin flames, solo souls become solo souls, and depending on what the soul decides to experience. Of course, in other dimensions, you have soul blueprint and all that. So this is also the dimension of the oversoul. But because you can't really define which dimension the oversoul sits, because the oversoul is part of your soul's existence, parts of it is always going to be there. So sometimes you can say that, hey, because sixth dimension is also a very, very pure dimension, and also so the sixth dimension is where the higher selves truly live in alignment and in peace. So twin flames tend to meet a lot in 6D, because that's where they tend to feel the energies of the 13. Manuela, let me correct it. Monadic twin flames don't have a separate soul. Separate soul is when, from the anti-material worlds, when they enter the material worlds, they are split into two. Split soul twin flames are further split. That's all. So monadic twin flames are not their own soul. They are still only 50% of the original soul. It's just that they tend to present the purest element. Whereas split soul twin flames is that because there's so many splits, if monadic twin flames decide to further split, they have to all get into union before they can become one oversoul. But most monadic twin flames don't split, and they tend to preserve the original essence. And these are often starseeds, your avatars, your teachers, and stuff like that. So I'm just going to clarify there. Split souls and monadic twin flames share the same soul. So there's no own soul here. So that's how it goes. All right. I know this can be very, very confusing, and you cannot take this personally, because sometimes split soul twin flames and monadic twin flames, there's a lot of confusion, and instead of really focusing on the definition per se, but that is only for the sake of trying to pinpoint the experiences. So that's why monadic twin flames tend to be more they tend to be more aware, spiritually aware, because they have not split further. So example, a split soul twin flame is when, example, you decide to split into two. From the soul world, in 5D, you decide to split to two. And then you decide, okay, I'm going to have this earth experience as two different souls. So then you become a split soul twin flame of yourself in 5D. And then if that two parts decide to split into another two, then there are like four parts, right? So each pair has to get together in order to become that one soul again. So that is the major differences. That's why the core purpose of split soul twin flames is to get together to become one, so that they can become part of a bigger whole. Whereas monadic twin flames, when they get into union, they are already in that point of full soulful union, which means they can go back into the anti-material worlds. So that's where there are differences in terms of spiritual awareness. So for split soul twin flames, even if they get into union, they still have to go find the other parts of their soul to become whole again. For monadic twin flames, that's it. They become one. That's why monadic twin flame union is not defined. They are always one. Whereas for split souls, it is quite different, which I will probably try to do a topic on that next week or the week after. Let's see about that. Secondly, with monadic twin flames tend to be intergalactic starseeds. They tend to be on full mission purposes because they've already gained all of the experiences that souls gain on Earth. So split soul twin flames tend to be Earth souls a lot, or souls who have started experiencing. That means they may have been birthed, they may have, after being a soul, they could have had experiences in other dimensions, but predominantly they're on Earth. So that's why they go through the whole 5,000 lifetimes, 5 million lifetimes. For intergalactic star traveler souls, what happens is that they are not bound by Earth unless as monadic twin flames we decide to give our power away. So this connects to one of my discourses which I did a couple of weeks back. Why are divine feminines inherently Why are they inherently chasers? Because their relationship is so pure that the divine feminine is not able to exist without the divine masculine, because they may have split into two, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So monadic twin flames represent the original yin and yang symbol. So the halves are always going to be close together, and that's how they experience. So they may have experienced separation situations, unlike Earth, where the purpose is growth and evolution. For monadic twin flames, it's often due to galactic wars. So separation could be due to high level um, simulation kidnapping. So divine masculine may be kidnapped and put into like the lower 5 dimensions, and the divine feminine is up there looking for her divine masculine, and the only way to find him is through the same energy they share. Whereas split soul twin flames are not going to go through that, because there are other aspects of them elsewhere as well. They are never going to feel that urge to just, but of course, because they are split in the lower dimensions, the need to be with one another is high. But for monadic twin flames, it tends to be, it's the beginning, it's the explanation of the beginning and end and everything. So that's how it's very technical in a way, and very historical in a way as well. So it's who you are as a soul. There is no judgment, because you're all part of the purest essence of existence in itself. So that's why sometimes when there are a lot of splits, they tend to say, "Hey, this is the oversoul of this soul," and then there are this many. There are 12 pairs. So the 12 pairs make up one soul, and that one soul is an avatar. So that's how it is. Okay, next up is the levels of evolution that takes place. So with monadic twin flames, what happens is that it truly depends on the soul experience, what they want to experience. So every time a soul comes out of the anti-material worlds, it goes through different expressions, and there are infinite possibilities and ways of experiencing. So you can't really define. So that's why I always say everybody's situation is 100% unique. But of course, just like how you have so many different cultures and religions and races, and there are some groups that are similar to some and different to other. So that's how it inherently works, guys. And if you were to look at it, monadic twin flames are quite rare. Of course, in this group, I tend to, because I'm a monadic twin flame myself, I tend to work a lot with monadic twin flames. But the reality is, monadic twin flames are very rare, and they tend to also be very protective and very careful. But it takes a few very rare, courageous monadic twin flames to go through a further split, and that's why sometimes you may have a twin flame that identifies as both split and monadic as well. So some of the examples of my clients is that they get a vision that, two of them are split from a cosmic egg, and then their split soul twin flame comes out of them, for example. So can you see the further split there? So it could just be one other split and one monadic twin flame situation, or there can be 500 different variations. So it's really, really depends to the soul purpose. Another thing is, what makes a soul whole in the material worlds is often in terms of who they are, but this all happens in the lower dimensions, because in the highest dimensions, it's just light. So that's how I always define. Like 12D is pure light. Then 11D you get like light and sound. And then 10D you get light, sound, and a little bit more definition like colors. And then ninth D comes and then the form expands. Also, there is another way you can look at this. Because often when you're on earth, you are always trying to identify things in a very material way based on your understanding and conditioning. So there's a lot of trigger and traumas one is working with. So they get too carried away by earthly definition, for example, of what being a feminine is, what being a masculine is, things like that. But the reality is, examples of twin flames would be like Mars and Venus. It could be like Lord Shiva and Shakti, and you see the metaphorical 13-dimensional cosmic egg split has been given form for human beings to understand better. So form is identified as gender sometimes. And inherently that's how it is, right? If you were to look in terms of procreation, you need a sperm and an egg for a baby to form. So that is the reason why the energies are masculine and feminine. And when they are split, is often masculine and feminine energies in that regard. Of course, in some cases, because twin flames are always trying to broaden the horizons to create opportunities for the soul to grow and evolve, that's how there are same-sex twin flames as well. So in that regard, you can say that twin flames can appear in any way or in any form because of what the soul decides to experience. So you can't really identify it in a certain way possible. But of course, often a lot of people tend to romanticize the twin flame connection. So they think, oh, if you go through this, you go through that, you are twin flames. It's actually very, very historical. And that's why when I do twin flame checks, I go into the Akashic records, I go into the different dimensions to see where the split occurs. So example, a split occurs in 5D, then I'll say, hey, you are a split soul twin flame, and this is the journey of your oversoul and stuff like that. And then with Monadic Twin Flames, I say, hey, the split happens in 13D with the purest form of expression. And then next up, so this is like the differences between divine feminines, divine masculines, monadic twin flames, split soul twin flames. But trying to push 3D values into twin flames can become very, very psychologically disturbing to the pure essence of the twin flame connection. So that's why it's often recommended to get a check, because it saves you the pain and trauma of thinking, example, this person is your twin flame and they are not. And that's why the tools that I use personally is the Akashic records and the different dimensions. Because if you want to do a thorough check, it's very, very, very important to understand the history of the soul from the point of origin in the material world. And of course, you can go beyond the anti-material worlds and figure that out as well. And then I could, give you an infinity of soul reports. Because some souls, they get into union with their monadic twin flame, for example, go back into the anti-material worlds, and after eons of times, decide to come back again and split. And the whole thing goes over again. All right. Next up is what I wanted to focus on is all right. I've already discussed the point of split. I'll try to do purpose, missions, and levels of evolution. And I think I have touched on every part of what I was going to talk about. So, guys, if you have any questions, do ask me. Let me just reply. Got a work message that just came up. All right. I don't know. Some of the comments just don't appear. Something is wrong with the internet. So I'm like, for some of you, I get like what you're trying to say like 20 minutes later. So I hope compared to the last video I did 2 years ago, I have been able to clearly explain to you what monadic twin flames are, hopefully. But of course, every time I channel, it only gets better and better thanks to God, because we're always guided by God and my guides and everything, right? The infinite expansion of the universe. We are always evolving and waking up, and the world is also constantly changing. So that's why, even though the core definition remains the same, the way it's explained changes constantly. And that's how it starts to expand and evolve. Now, in terms of evolution, whatever point of evolution one is, it does not really matter, because it's a pure expression of the soul, guys. Wherever you are, you chose this as a soul, whether you wanted to split as a monadic twin flame or you wanted to split as a split soul twin flame, you were not forced. You did it because that's the way you wanted to experience life in all galaxies and all simulations and existence in the multiverses. That's why when that's another topic that I'll definitely do is different versions of yourself. So that's completely different. So as monadic twin flames, there could be multiple versions of you in multiple timelines and spaces. So when the soul splits, further splits for split soul, so the individual split soul pairs are going to have infinite experiences themselves, and that's how you have got an infinity of expressions and experiences in the world. Having said that, I can go on talking about this topic for like hours and hours, because there's so much detail and depth I can channel, and I can really go into specifics like what the serious starseeds think about it, how the Palladians think about it, how the Mintakans think about it. It's really beautiful, and that's why sometimes you have got, okay, even I don't want to quote Vedic texts, but I'm going to give you an example. So there's a story about Lord Krishna, and he's got 16,000 wives. So the 16,000 wives are actually his divine feminine split into 16,000 parts just for that sake of that incarnation. So he marries all of them. That's what happens. So that is what happens with twin flames. It's very difficult to be with anyone else. Having said that, there are some souls who choose not to be on a twin flame journey. So when they meet another soul, it's completely a different soul. Of course, when a twin flame meets a non-twin flame soul, they can still have a karmic connection or a soulmate connection. So there's beauty in every connection depending. But of course, if you're a twin flame, you'll only be drawn to your divine counterpart always. Again, you can split, that is truly up to you. not to split or to split is up to you. Like the example I gave, right? So when a literal human being reads that, it's like, oh, this guy has got 16,000 wives. But the reality is there's a story behind it, because the demons kidnapped all of them and he had to like marry all of them to give them honor. But the truth is they were all essence of his divine feminine Lakshmi. That's the whole point of it. Same thing with all the ancient mythologies. As far as twin flames are concerned, this is how it was. In fact, there's one very famous one. Twin flames were being born in one physical body. The divine masculine and divine feminine, they were together. And then the gods were really, really angry because they were very, very arrogant, and decided to split them and put a curse on them that for eons and eons of time they'll be looking for one another. So like Adriel says, to split or not to split, exactly. So you have to see these things in terms of expression and without judgment, because the moment you have any kind of judgment, you go into what you call the fixed mindset. The fixed mindset is that, oh, only a fixed set of things apply. No, it's constantly changing. Even though the core doesn't change. Like example, as a monadic twin flame, you're splitting in 30D, that wouldn't change. It's a historical record, right? Nothing can change that. But the way I explain it, or any other teacher explains it, could be different. But of course, we are all saying it in our own way, because we are channeling our higher self, our guides, and God, right? So that's how it works. And again, those ancient texts applies to people of that time. So you kind of like, you need to interpret it to fit today's perspective. So yes, so touching on purpose and missions for monadic twin flames, countless and infinity. A lot of monadic twin flames have the tendency to be trapped on earth all the time, because they don't have the heart to leave their divine counterpart here. Often they tend to come on a journey where either the masculine or the feminine goes in first, and then after that the other comes looking for the other, and they're trapped together. That's one thing. Missions are also like that. So twin flames have a very interesting mission, because you're one soul, right, as a monadic twin flame. So example, your divine masculine is there. You still have a way of getting your divine masculine out, because you're still connected like no other to your twin flame. Same energy codes. Whereas a solo soul goes into mission, there's no way of retrieving the soul out. Soul family, there's still ways. So that's why there are a lot of twin flames who are on mission right now on earth. A lot of monadic twin flames. So some come as a whole, like soul family, where you've got maybe thousands of soul, all split, all like me, one soul splits into thousands of different expressions. And then you have got one soul that has just split into two. And then you've got another soul that's only split into four. So, and then they're all embodying different bodies here on earth, for example. So you see where I'm going with this on that. So that's why, example, when there's a split soul twin flame situation, but they are from the same soul, some may feel the connection like with the other. So I'll go more in depth into this in another, because then I'll take another few hours to explain everything. So for the purpose of today's topic, monadic twin flames, another big part is the interdimensional galactic purpose. So we tend to have a lot of codes hidden within us. So the separation we experience is part of the plan as well. Everything that you experience is part of the plan. Some clients, I tell them, it's okay if you leave your divine counterpart and you go back to your starseed worlds and then decide to come back again more equipped. You go through trainer simulations, for example, so that you know how to navigate Earth better. In that way, you're able to save your divine counterpart more efficiently. Sometimes it's okay, but once you meet your divine counterpart on earth, it's very difficult to separate because the other half of your soul is in distress. So, this is when your faith towards God is very, 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 very important, because God is the only God can guide you home. That's why people get enlightenment just by chanting God, like simple. Because enlightenment is not something to achieve. Enlightenment is who you are. Self realization is realizing yourself. It's not something that it's like some contest, Remembering who you are is never a contest. It is who you are. Experiencing life on earth, that not many souls can go through that thousands and millions of lifetimes on a planet like this, a very treacherous planet like this. So, for a lot of souls who have a lot of past lives on earth, congratulations, because you guys are true survivors. And to some of the interdimensional galactic starseeds too, thank you for deciding to stay on earth longer. Also, for the souls who volunteer to have tough lessons on earth, meaning without having experiences on other planets, have decided to treat earth as a school and have been born here as baby souls. Congratulations to you guys too, because it is not easy. It's only the strongest of souls, toughest of souls can ever live on a planet like Earth, which is a polarity planet. For every good, there's evil. For every positive soul, there's a negative soul. Plus, you have non-player characters too, which is often controlled either by the negative souls. Once in a while, positive souls send in a non-player character, and they are often like your angelic guides. They are there to guide you. But nevertheless, if you are always operating from your core, the purest essence, and always connecting back to God, you're always safe. Think about it. God is the password. God is the passcode. If you want to exit the matrix, keep meditating, reflecting, loving God, and then you're going to unlock yourself to immense potential. That's why I always say all praise to God, because everything I channel is from up there. Next up, finally, in summary, Monadic Twin Flames, the split happens at the highest dimension as far as the earthly material universe is concerned. Not even earthly, because earth is 3D. The material universe is concerned. And so that completes my discourse for today. Any more questions, guys, about the definition, the point of split, the purpose, the missions, the level of evolution, interdimensional galactic purpose, or oversouls? This is your time. I'm going to give it about 10 minutes for you guys to gather your thoughts around this topic. And then I will start with the channeling again, guys. Thank you all for your tips that started rolling in a couple of days ago. So, guys, you all know for a very long time I did these channelings for free, but there was no healthy energy exchange. So now, for any tip I receive, I do a channeling. That's how it is. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Thank you all. You guys are all so beautiful, and I know all of you all personally, most of y'all here, and you guys are all amazing. There's some new ones who have joined in. Christina, I will get to you. Thank you for the question. And again, guys, it is the thought that counts, and I really appreciate that. If you guys have watched my older lives, you all know that I've never asked for tips or donations, but I had to do it this way because it was again suggested by a lot of you. If not, people were just like treating me like the circus monkey, just throwing in, and there was no respect for the work I did. So again, I'm really glad the way things went. Again, I am very thankful to all you beautiful people for all your support. And again, seeing my first live and seeing, like, I think this is like my 100 and let's see, I think this should be about my 120th life, probably. I've come a long way too. All right. So, Rebecca, so your question. So, if you have a high level soulmate, what would that look like? Means you're from the same oversoul? You can say that in a way. So, that is a topic I want to do with. So, that's what they're trying to define. So, when you're part of the same oversoul, then you may be drawn to someone who is another aspect of that soul, for example. So that could be a high level soulmate, but a high level soulmate could also be someone who's completely a different soul from a different oversoul as well. So for my channeling, I don't define soulmates belonging to the same oversoul. So yeah, so that's why soulmates are extremely cool as well. So like how Monadic Twin Flames are so cool, right? One soul split into two, and just being two, one soul split into two aspects of one, and that's all that you split. And then you have got a whole soul finding another whole soul. That's a high level soulmate connection. They will be vibrating in a similar level, but they have different energetic codes for high level soulmates. And for oversouls, again, um, they can have very distinct purposes and personalities as well. So that is the reason why if someone is on a twin flame journey, they don't tend to split so much because the core purpose is being a twin flame. So it all goes down to expression. So that's why some they say soul family. So in oversoul, they will define soul family. So they could be in that way they'll be connected to each other and things like that. So don't think in terms of 3D, then it can be very, very confusing. You have to think in terms of energy. And twin flames inherently have that romantic notion somehow, even in the highest of dimensions. Whereas soul family, literally, it could be your parents and you may belong to the soul, same kind of soul family, but different, like literally different souls. So that's why you have to like really go into like one definition by one definition, and that's why often when someone has a personalized reading with me, I can pinpoint tell you, oh, this is what happens, this is where the split has happened, this is how you guys are all connected, you guys are from like the same soul family, same star seed group, that kind of stuff. So that's why individualized readings are very important, because everyone's journey is 100% unique in that regard. But of course, I love to define everything and create more videos so that all of it makes sense as well. But whatever point in evolution one is, and whatever purpose you may have, it's all an expression of God and the universe. So that's how you have to look at it. It's all very, very beautiful. All right, guys, I'm going to read the list of the order of channeling now. And if you guys have any more questions, again, thank you so much, Rebecca and Manuela, for the questions. Ah, I'm just seeing your other question. No, it doesn't mean divine masculine. Both twin flames, both the divine feminine and divine masculine have purposes. Often they have joint purposes. And Mackenzie, I'm so sorry. Any time anything about twin flames pop up, often it can be a big trigger for a lot of twin flames. But that's okay. You will survive. All right, guys. I am going to read the list in terms of the tips I have received. Now I have to like specially do this. So just give me a couple of minutes, guys. Let me drink some water and read out the orders so you guys can space out your timings together as well. And there are no retrogrades yet. Somehow, everything is like so slow, the messages I'm receiving and stuff. Okay, so it is Laura, it's Mai, it's Rachel, Rebecca, Jessica, Aren, Shilpy. Just let me update the list. Shannon, oops. And then I have got Shay. I love it, how some of you guys have been channeling for for over like I think 2 years now. Especially Shay, you're on every week. How lovely. And then I've got our beautiful, beautiful Marian. Oh, and your beautiful message. For live channeling, thank you, Vaish, love and blessings. Oh, Marian, you are the best. And then I have got Diana. Oh, my dearest, dearest Diana. Such a bright spark. And then I've got Moni. I was just thinking about you, Moni. And I still owe you that reading for that post, New Year's post. I will do that channeling as well. I have a few left there. And I have got Q. Beautiful Q. Hopefully, when I channel this time round, and I've got Dawn. Sorry, guys, I should have, because I get these tips during my life, so I have to update it. So just thank you, Adriel. So good to see you as well, always. You beautiful, beautiful soul. Oh, and I've got Carrie Baker. Oh, good to see you. It's been a while. And I have got Tina Gray. All right. Just give it a minute. Anyway, guys, I wanted to touch briefly on the ascension flu that has been happening. So, as you can see, I am also part of the ascension flu that is going on right now. As you can see, all right, I'm going to just give me a moment. Let me hydrate myself because obviously I have a runny nose, so I need all the energy to channel. No worries, Marian, you are right on time. All right. Perfect. So again, guys, I'm just going to read out the list and then I'm going to start. So it's Laura, it's it's Rachel, it's Rebecca, it's Jessica, Lowther, Areen, Shilpy, Shannon, Shay, Marion, Diana, Moni, Q, Dawn, Adriel, Carrie, and Tina. Let me know if I had missed any one of y'all, because sometimes, the emails tend to do that, and I'm going to start. So, Marion, you came at the perfect time. So, you guys can just roughly, I'll take about 2 to 5 minutes per reading, given my. Nowadays, I'm taking longer for some reason. But again, guys, I channel. So sometimes I channel longer, I channel lesser. So I leave it all to the universe. So this is the order. So, Laura, you mentioned you have got a general one, right? And if there are any messages from your divine masculine. So, Laura, I'm going to start on your channeling right now. And so, let me see what I am picking up for you. Beautiful. So, let me see. So, Laura, it's very, very beautiful because your divine masculine, who is a walk-in, going to be a walk-in, is making very, very, very serious plans of appearing on Earth soon. So the messages I'm getting from your divine masculine is that he just wants you to be more free than ever, because the moment he enters Earth, you're going to feel this deep vibrational shift like never before. You're also going to notice certain changes that you would never think that your life was possible of going through. So it could be a sudden calling, or an opportunity, or something that's going to put you in the heart of service. Something, it could be anything. Even opening a restaurant is like a service, right? So anything, but somehow you'll be directly working with a lot of people. So in terms of service, so it could be part of a voluntary group or something like that. And somehow you will meet your divine masculine. You're going to meet your divine masculine through one of these events that comes out of the service you do for humanity in a way. So it could be anything. But when you meet your DM, you're going to recognize his energies almost instantly because it's like you appearing in another body. So you're going to have that instant recognition. And I've said this to you in our private readings before as well. It's going to be so beautiful. It's like, hey, I finally feel whole on planet Earth. That is the exact feeling you're going to feel. So that is the first aspect of the channeling. The second aspect is right now your divine masculine is involved in a major intergalactic energetic war where Earth is also involved. And the message he's giving you is that a lot of souls on Earth are being activated, and these souls are galactic starseeds. Hence, his time has come to enter Earth. When is the biggest question because of how time is very different on Earth and other galaxies. So, what is going on there right now is what's going to determine when he's going to come in. In the meanwhile, he just does not want you to give in to any of the darkness, the not so good energies may place on your path. Also, to basically empower yourself at every juncture and remember that the visions you get of him are very, very energetically colorful. So you may not see a physical person per se because you don't know which body your DM is going to walk into, but you're going to start recognizing the divine masculine energy through him, which you already know because you guys have incarnated together before. So that is what you have to prepare for. So what would help your divine masculine wants you to know is to do things that truly make you feel alive, things that excite your soul, things that make you feel like, hey, this is how life should be on Earth. And finally, your divine masculine says that he apologizes that all of your past experiences with love was horrible. He should have been there from the beginning, but apparently this was the decision you had both made before you guys decided to come to Earth. And he was always there supporting you, even though you couldn't recognize him or feel him, but he has always been watching over you. And he says that when he is here, you will experience heaven on earth, and he can't wait to come and see you. And your guides want you to know that there's going to be a significant change in your life that is going to happen in the next couple of months energetically. So more and more opportunities for growth, activations, downloads are going to increase. So just hang there and enjoy the ride. I hope you have enjoyed the channeling, Laura. With that, I will go on to the next person. Mai, are you here? And do you have a question? Oh, Laura says, thanks. Everything you said was spot on with what I've been tapping into with my meditations as well. You can tell him I forgive him for not being there and me having a terrible love life up until this. Absolutely. In fact, you can tell him directly. Okay, perfect, Mai. Exactly. Tell him yourself. All right, Mai, what am I picking up for you? All right, the first thing that I get when I connect to your energies is that your angels and guides want you to know no matter what happens in your life, You are right now at the point of things changing for the better. So, not to give up or never ever to like let the not so good energies make you feel like your life or purpose on earth is not worthy, because the miracles have started happening. And the thing about earth is everything in earth starts to happen rather slowly. Your divine masculine is struggling a lot, and he's also in the verge of just, he's so angry with himself. I am feeling so much anger in his root chakra, in his solar plexus, sacral. He just, there's so much self hatred. And because you are the more awakening twin flame, you are picking on his energies a lot, and lately that has been taking a toll on you, and your guides want you to detach to that, because what he's going through is his own release, because a lot of it is what is, it's something that he puts on himself. A lot of that fear and anger and insecurity comes from the present life, where he throws all of these judgment in onto himself. So that's why he's not able to handle such a pure individual like you, and to be able to make sense of a pure connection, because he knows, he recognizes you as him in another body. Yet, because his love for you is overwhelmingly, unconditionally, beyond explanation or logic, he thinks the best way is to just be in a shell. It's so weird, right? Because the feminine will be willing to do anything to be with the masculine, but the masculine is always easy to push their feminine away, hoping they will find a better life. But what they don't get is, so that's exactly what his logic and reasoning is right now. A part of him is like trying to figure out what he should do with regards to the relationship. Another part of him is very afraid. What if you move on and find someone else? And then there's another part of him is like, oh, if she finds someone, that's it. My life ends. So he's in a lot of self pity and pain. So this is going to be a very difficult period, but because these miracles are being planned for you, things are going to take a different direction, where it's not like he's going to be miraculously awakening, but he's going to understand that it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to appreciate the differences between your experiences, your upbringing, your growth, your life, and also for him to accept the fact that you are special, you are one of a kind, and you are going to accept him 100%. You're not going to disappoint him, you're not going to make him feel like he is not worthy. In fact, he knows deep down you are the key that is going to unlock him to the universe, that will help him understand everything that he has been seeking. And finally, what I am picking up for you, Mai, is that I see this, I see, what I actually see is he's going through an extreme period of releasing his shadows. Wow, like as I say this, it's 11:11. Somehow, that's what the universe is trying to to say. A lot of the darkness is going away, because light is going to come. So that's what I have for you, Mai. Once he releases, and these darkness is what he put on himself, And once he releases, because he's holding on to it, once he releases it, he will be free and you guys will be in harmonious union together. So that's what I have for you, Mai. And color wise, a lot of pink and yellow and gold, a lot of changes in your heart and crown chakra, which is a great indicator for growth, awareness, and evolution. With that, I hope you have enjoyed today's channeling. And next up, I have got Rachel. Rachel, are you here? I'll give it a few seconds until Rachel comes in. And all right, Rachel, are you here? All right, perfect. You're here. Before I start yours, I'm going to read the list. So I've got after Rachel, I've got Rebecca, Jessica, Aren, Shilpy, Shannon, Shay, Marion, Diana, Moni, Q, Dawn, Adriel, Carrie, Tina, Chantel, and Marie. Yes, Marif, I just saw I just saw your email. It was sent at 11:11. So it's beautiful, all meant to be. Thanks, Mai. Thank you. I will definitely do that. I hope I can get it off the top. Let me Google it because I really need that. My nose has been really, really running. I'm going to take that down in my messages and I'm definitely going to get some clarity in D after this. Oh, 11 people watching. That's amazing. See, I have so much fun channeling for you guys. Really, really, really grateful for all of you. You guys are amazing. Oh, thanks, Mai. Mai says, thank you so much, Vash. Grateful for your channeling. All right, Rachel. Rachel is asking me, how is he doing in the 3D? I have a good idea of how he feels in the 5D and above. Hello, thank you. I know, right? You guys just know what he's doing in the 5D. All right, 3D, he's going through what you call an ego wash. So in other words, he is identifying good ego and bad ego. So that is what's going on, Rachel, with your divine masculine. He's somehow trying to logically analyze ego, and a part of him thinks it's good. And he's right, there is good ego. When you're able to logically analyze things in a high vibrational way, it becomes a good, like good ego. Ego is not bad. The actions that come out of ego, that defines whether it's good action or not so good action. But it's his ego that is being a big stumbling block in his communication with you. And he thinks that it's the ego that it's protecting him from messing up the connection. So that is when the ego is giving him the wrong messages. So his throat chakra is highly affected, Rachel. A lot of a lot he wants to say, but he thinks that by saying it, it's only going to make things worse. So he sits on his high horns and analyzes the situation more than just speaking with you and analyzing it together. However, I feel that there's a romantic surprise planned for you in the coming months. So there is that great level of thinking that's going on. I feel like he wants to do something for you for Valentine's Day, but somehow he thinks should he not. So he's in the flower plucking mode, where it's like, should I not? Should I not? So that's what's going on as far as his 3D thinking, 3D, 4D thinking is concerned. Physically, what he's experiencing is that a lot of physical pain. So he's going through the ascension flu in a way because there's a lot of upgrades that's happening in his system. There is also something that's very different from my other channelings with him, of how somehow he's trying to connect more into the wise side of himself. So I see a lot of wisdom. So him trying to figure out what ego is itself comes from the place of wisdom. He knows that he has portrayed very childish behavior in the past, and he's trying to avoid that now. But definitely, there is a surprise planned for you, Rachel. And with that, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling. Next up, I've got Rebecca. Rebecca, you're here. Sometimes I feel like a school teacher, and Rebecca is a teacher. So, Rebecca, thanks for the question, which I have noted. So, Rebecca's question is, our mission purpose as Monadic Twin Flames, what do you feel for us both individually or together, and anything general you feel that's coming through? Yes, and you just summarized it. All right. Your mission is to unveil the bridge between the understanding of knowledge on Earth and the multidimensional planets and frequencies. So your role is not only are you a teacher on Earth, you are a teacher of the universe too. So your role is going to evolve in a way where you're going to bridge the gap of understanding, and you will be able to help individuals, groups find their 5D purpose on 3D Earth. So that is your purpose individually. Whereas his purpose is more of assisting you. Even though right now you may think it's like, oh, I'm going to organize my life around him. Interestingly, he will organize his life around yours in the future. But you will both be in a location together that it's not home to either of you. So it will be a neutral location of migration. So that is what I'm picking up as far as mission and purpose is concerned. And not only is the mission going to be about teaching and bridging the gap in knowledge, but also grid workers. Inherently, you guys are here to help balance certain energetic codes in energetic places. So you may be traveling a lot as a result of this aimless travel on Earth, but mindful travel of the universe. That is what's going on. So generally it's looking good. I see a lot of white, a lot of pink, a lot of purple. It is a time of innate growth. So you would be resting a lot as a result, because you both are meeting a lot in dreamscape, astrally. There's a lot of foundational discussions that's going on with your soul family, your extended galactic families up there, with regards to which direction you might want to bring Earth towards, and how you're going to work with other starseeds to bring this mission forward. So that's what I am picking up. Rebecca, finally, your guides want you to know that everything happens for a reason, and you may be losing a lot of people in your life to gain a lot of new people. So, old friends are going to disappear so that you will be able to welcome new friends in your life. So, that is what's going on. And the messages I'm getting from your divine masculine is that he wants you to know that he is full of gratitude for who you are, and he is so lucky to have met you again in this lifetime, and he's looking forward to her lifetime of mission, bliss, and adventure. So that's what I have for you today, Rebecca. And yes, Carrie, I did. I'm just going to read out the list again. I did get your tip under Carrie Baker. So yes, so I'm going to just read the list because just for the new ones here, I start receiving tips 3-4 days before my live, so that we have like a queue system so that I don't miss, and I'm fair to everyone in terms of how I organize my list of channelings. So right now I have got Jessica, Aren, Shilpy, Shannon, Shay, Marian, Diana, Moni, Q, Dawn, Adriel, Carrie, Tina, Chantel, and Marif. So I have done 4 out of 19, so I've got 15 more of y'all to go. And Carrie, you are number 16 on the list. I've already done 4, so there's 12 more to go. So you guys can plan your time accordingly. The average of my channeling is anywhere between 2 to 5 minutes. Again, because channeling is something that just comes through, I can't really pinpoint and tell you because I say what I channel. So you guys can plan your time and then you can come back in. All of this, it's recorded and I upload them later on YouTube too for easy access. So even if you miss your channeling right now, you can watch it later, but this is how it's going to go. Okay, next up I've got Jessica. So Jessica, do you have a particular question? So I'm just going to give it a minute until Jessica comes in. All right, I don't see a question in your message. Hi, Frank. So good to see you. Frank is saying hello and good evening to everyone. And I see Lisa. So, Lisa, you're number 20 on the list. I'm only on number 5 right now. But yeah, guys, just plan your timing because I know waiting is not fun. I'm not really a fan of waiting myself, but you know what? In Twin Flame Journey, everyone is trained in the game of waiting. All right. So, the list: Jessica, Aren, Shilpy, Shannon, Shay, Marian, Diana, Moni, Q, Dawn, Adriel, Carrie, Tina, Chantel, Marif, and Lisa. So far, I've only done Laura, Mai, Rachel, and Rebecca. So I have got 16 more of y'all to go. Perfect. Oh, thank you, Lisa. You're so sweet for saying this. I'm really grateful. All right, Jessica, are you here? That's why I said, guys, I average give about 5 minutes. Look, in the last 30 minutes, I've only done 4 channelings. All right, Jessica, I'm going to do a general one for you so that you can watch it later. So I'm starting your channeling at 12426. So, Jessica, what am I picking up for you? The first thing that comes in my mind's eye is the color green. So, you're going to be greatly connected with nature. I do see a lot of acts of service involved. So, you may be gathering your tribe, doing gardening, planting, or even hiking. Something about nature is going to help you to feel an expanded connection with the universe and beyond. Another great aspect of your life right now is there is a lot of changes coming through. It's so exciting. Like, truly, your soul is so excited because you're going to get everything that you have ever desired, all happening in the next few months, including your love life. It's going to shift in a miraculous direction. It's just going to be heaven on earth for you, Jessica, the next couple of months. You're going to have this inner peace. I'm sensing so much inner peace that's coming up. Your guides are extremely proud of you. The universe is extremely proud of you. It's just an amazing period of wonder and beauty and grace and light, and it's just looking extremely beautiful. The only things that you have to watch out for is not to give your power away to certain people or circumstances that doesn't have the best intentions for you. Though this may come in the form of colleagues or people around in a community, don't give them your power. They might try to break you because you're glowing and shining, but people can only break you if you give your power away. The messages I'm getting from your beloved is also very sweet. He's saying that you're such a sweet angel to him, that he is so fortunate to have you in his life, and there's so much grace and love and gratitude that you bring towards him. You have changed him forever, ever since you guys met, and he has been remembering past lives and purposes and missions, like why you are here on earth. Everything is coming to light. So it's going to be a great period for you, Jessica. And with that, I hope you have enjoyed today's channeling. And next up, I've got Aren. Aren, dearest, are you here? I'm going to give it a minute until Aren joins me. All right, I think Aren is not here. Let me just see if she has left me a message. Oh, general guidance. Okay. What is going on for you, Aren? Aren, okay. So, what is going on is that the messages I'm getting from your guides are the reason why things were going really well at the beginning and now you're losing a little momentum is because you need this period of rest to plunge back into the mode of creativity. So don't take the present energies, don't take the present energies as such that it's going to dictate the rest of the year. No, what you're experiencing right now is very momentary, it's very temporary, it's not going to last. Maybe at most it's going to last a couple more days, and after that you're going to start feeling that shift in energies and changes that's going to come in, because it's very, very difficult, and your soul wants rest, and hence you might find yourself resting a little bit more, and that you may feel like you're not being productive enough, but it's okay, and it's okay to not be okay for a while. Your guides want you to know that they're extremely proud of you, because you are one of the most hardworking, gracious, beautiful beings Earth has ever seen. And you're always, always, always trying your best. And you are being watched, you're being praised, and you're being appreciated. Your twin flame is also trying her best to do everything she can to support you, to try to put you in that rhythm of 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 expansion and light. It's as though the whole universe is working together with all of your loved ones and your twin flame to create this space for your growth and evolution. It's a tough period, but remember, you have beautiful, beautiful higher dimensional teachers around you, guides around you, teachers around you, both on earth and on the astral level as well, all trying to guide you and also praising you for you being yourself, 100% being authentic to your cause, to your feelings, to your emotions, to everything that you're doing, because you try so hard, and the grit is what's most admirable, Aren. And the universe is full of praise for you. As far as your chakras are concerned, there is a huge shift that is taking place in your solar plexus. So that's another reason why you are in need of a lot of rest at the moment. A deep sense, a deep shift is occurring at the moment where the changes are almost inevitable. The rest period is necessary for growth, in other words. And finally, the messages I'm getting are that you are in for a period of great growth and well being, and also many changes are set to happen for you in the coming months. So be kind to yourself, be patient to yourself, and this is what I'm channeling for you today, Aren, and I hope you have enjoyed today's channeling. And next up, I've got beautiful, beautiful Shilpy. I'm going to see the message she has sent me. All right. So, Shilpy, you are going through the great ascension flu. No, you're going through a lot of bodily changes right now because you are going through extreme clearing, activation, downloads, growth, evolution, and great level of deciphering the labyrinth of the universe. Also, you are mirroring your divine masculine. Your DM and you are sharing a lot of collective experiences at the moment, because the multidimensional versions of yourselves are also getting into union, and all the obstacles are being thrown out. So it is a time of major, major growth and evolution for your soul in general. So a great upgrade, a great clearing. So that's why you're feeling tired, you're feeling the changes. But it's only so what is actually going to happen in the next few months is that all this rest that you're having right now is just going to multiply 10, 20 fold for you to completely feel the extreme changes in the energies that the universe is going to bring for you. further to it, you're also going to experience a major change as far as your passions are concerned. So you are going to pick up a new skill which you're going to have a lot of interest towards, and you're going to further expand it. So right now, anything that you're going to do is going to multiply tenfold, 20-fold. It's no longer just going to be about, hey, I like something, I'm going to do it for a while, I'm going to hop. This is going to be something that is going to be lifelong. So you're going to find that calling, and you're going to fulfill that as well. The messages, finally, the messages I'm getting from your divine masculine is that he is saying that he is so excited for what the future is going to hold for the both of you. He's also excited about the changes that's going to happen for the both of you, because you're going to finally get a chance to be together on 3D Earth without any kind of obstacles. And that is coming, and it's going to happen really, really soon. With that, Shilpy, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling. And next up, I have got Shannon. Let me see. All right. So, Shannon's question: in the next 3 months, what guidance do I get from my guides and angels? Number two, how can I accompany myself to go through this challenging time and get ready for the new changes? Thank you so much. You're most welcome, Shannon. So, what am I picking up for you for the next 3 months? You're on the verge of, it's like right now you're in the brink of the most number of challenges ever, and everything is happening right now. You might not fully grasp why these things are happening, and you're probably just surrendering to God. But the reality is these things are happening just to make you stronger, because there are a lot more that you're going to experience, and you need this toughness that the universe is building you for. But you also, these 3 months are going to be crucial because of the fact that you may feel like this is going to end, or I'll have to move, or I'll have to go back home. But none of it is going to happen, because God is with you. Your guides are with you, and your angels are with you, and they're saying that they will never ever give up on you. So no matter how difficult things may seem, you will keep you will keep on progressing. You will keep on finding a solution at every bit of challenge. So the best thing you can do right now is do what you need to do on a 3D perspective, but then leave the outcome to God. So, example, you need to send in an application by this due date, do it, and then leave the outcome to God. Your angels are saying that they're working extremely hard to ensuring that your energies are protected, your interests are safeguarded, and your combined energetic fields with your divine masculine is protected too. It is going to be a heavy period, and you are going to go through extreme medical changes as well, but all of it will go well. So all of your fears are going to disappear, and it's going to become wisdom that you are going to receive. And finally, stay hydrated, keep praying to God, and trust that your guides are always there for you, and you will get through these periods. Miracles will happen. You are a good person. You're always being guided. You're always being protected. Finally, the messages that I'm getting from your divine masculine is that he wants you to know that he's fully in awe of your strength, your grit, your rigor, and this time, when he comes back into your life, he will stay for the long haul. infinitely, permanently, and eternally. In fact, everything that you had gone through, he knows that it has only made you stronger, and he's going to appreciate every cell of you, every part of you. He's just going to appreciate how much you have survived all of these struggles and have become a stronger woman than before. And that is going to be very, very, very attractive to him, and he's going to see you in a new light, and you guys are going to start your relationship in a new tone. So that's what's going to happen. With that, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling, Shannon. And next up, I have got Shay. Shay, are you here? Okay, I'm going to give it a minute for Shay to be here. Ah, Shay. All right, perfect. No question, just general, please, and thank you. So, what am I picking up for the both of you? Energetically, there may be a gap right now because you're going through a period of soul upgrade. So you may be feeling a very different energetic feeling, like as though you're both displaced, kind of energetically. So, firstly, don't worry, everything is all right. And this soul upgrade that you're going through is only going to add more benefit to your connection, enhanced communication, deeper connection to each other, a much more secure and stable feeling. In other words, there's going to be great security and a feeling of empowerment between the both of you. That's what's coming through. Again, you have been also receiving a lot of guidance and messages from your starseed family. There has been a lot going on intergalactically, and there's also this innate urgency within the both of you to fulfill certain things. So I'm seeing some mission codes flowing in as well, and this is related to your planet. Something with regards to your mission plans, and so you're going to be meeting a lot in the astral to get that going. The messages I am getting from your divine masculine's higher self is that he wants you to know that he is going through a period that is quite rough on him because he doesn't know what's going on. That is number one. He's also trying to figure out why is it that everything that he's going through is causing him to feel this tension in his heart and soul. And finally, the tension in his heart and soul is also a cry out to the universe to help him figure out what is going on. So, more awakening, more enlightenment, but at the same time, more understanding of how the 3D connects with the 5D. And finally, he wants to tell you that he loves you so much and you are a miracle to him because he has never been with anyone like you before, and you're so precious to him, and he is so careful because to him you're just too precious for him to ever lose. So you'll do anything and everything to keep you close together with him always and always. With that, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling, and I'm going to go on. Carrie. Ah, no worries, Carrie. You can watch it later. I will, hopefully in the future, I can start doing timestamps as well. Because I'm doing this all by myself. Okay. All right. Next up, I've got Marion. Marion, are you here? I'm going to give it a minute. So it's Marion, Diana, Moni, Q, Dawn, Adriel, Carrie, Tina, Chantel, Marie, Lisa, and Nimith. Perfect, Marion. Do you have a particular question, or would you just want me to do a general channeling like always? All right, let me see what I'm picking up. There's always a lot coming through for you. So, what is coming through for you this week round? I am seeing a lot of changes in your present environment. So, I feel like there is going to be a great level of change because your root chakra is glowing really bright, and your combined energetic fields with your divine masculine is also glowing like never before. So somehow there is going to be a change, a movement in your environment, some kind of at least an arrangement where you're going to be catching up with each other more frequently in the physical. Changes like that is definitely happening between the both of you. I'm also feeling changes within your home. Your karmic connections will tend to neutralize and also not to take your power away. So, in other words, you won't feel troubled by the not so good energies in your life. A lot of empowerment, your solar plexus is looking really, really good as well. And internally, there is this feelings of peace that is coming. You just feel complete, you just feel whole. And that's because you've just surrendered. You've 100% surrendered to God, and God is literally walking with you every step of the way. And the messages I'm getting from God and your angels are that they want you to know that no matter what challenge or tribulation that may be thrown before you, you're always, always, always going to shine very, very brightly. And another big aspect of change is in terms of growth in your third eye and crown chakras as well. Because a lot of your communication with your divine masculine is happening in the higher chakras. Your divine masculine misses that 3D physics, even though he's grateful for whatever he can get as far as the connection is concerned, but he wants to evolve more with you in a way. He wants to do things that will make you more comfortable in the 3D. So, in simple terms, he just wants to help you in any way possible that will make your life better. He wants you to feel inspired. He wants you to feel happy. He wants you to feel alive. And he fantasizes a lot, like going on dates, going on adventures with you, because he gets to do all these in the higher dimensions. He wants to do it in 3D with you as well. So there's a lot of yearning. So you may have felt that depth of yearning that's coming from your divine masculine's heart. There's a lot, but it comes from such a pure place because he doesn't want to burden you. The last thing he wants is to create any kind of disharmony in your energetic fields or in your heart or in your soul or anything like that. So he's threading so carefully. But because there's so much yearning, the part of him, the part of you in him, and the part of him in you, is just trying. So your higher self is trying, like your multidimensional selves are just trying to get you guys together in the 3D more. Having said that, a lot of meetings are taking place in the astral worlds, more depth. It's like everything that you're doing up there in terms of missions and galactic purposes and expansion and growth and upgrades and uploads and downloads to new knowledge streams, to creator consciousness expressions, to unlocking older gifts, uncovering newer ones. Everything that's happening up there is also happening in your 3D life. So you're in perfect alignment with yourself right now, Marion, that everything that's so above, so below, in a very good way. It's like not only are you garnering power up, you're also garnering power below. There is a lot of leadership, like that sleeping leadership qualities within you are all coming up. So new career opportunities, new work opportunities are just going to keep coming to you because God is just throwing all of these opportunities on your path so that you feel truly that alignment you feel in the higher galaxies, you actually feel it below as well. And with your divine masculine, a perfect alignment is going through at the moment. There is so much grace and wisdom and love and hope and magic, and it's just so much coming in through coming for the both of you. So the final messages I'm getting from the universe is just follow your heart, and your divine masculine wants the same as well. Anything that you do, anything that you are, he accepts it 100%, like how you accept him 100%, and he has never been happier before. With that, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling, Marion, and so much blessings to you and love to you. And your guides are so proud of you for everything that you do and everything that you are to the world. Very loving, very generous, very kind. All right, with that, I'm going to go on to Diana. Diana, dearest, are you here? Oh, Marion, you're most welcome. All right, I've got Diana, I've got Moni, I've got Q, I've got Dawn, Adriel, Carrie, Tina, Chantel, Marif, and Lisa, and Nimit. All right, guys, I'm just going to give it a minute or two for my voice, and then I'll continue with the channeling. All right, what is coming out for Diana? You are truly living your goddess self, Diana. You are fully embracing your inner power, strength. You are doing everything you can to anchor your divine masculine up. So he is very grateful to you energetically. It's like you're holding the fort at the moment for your DM2, Diana. So there's so much elegance and beauty in your connection that's going on at the moment. It's like his higher self is supporting you and you are supporting his 3D self. It's like you're all connected, but in just different ways beautifully. The messages I'm getting from his 3D self is that he's greatly apologetic for being so inconsistent because that's not who he is as far as energies are concerned. He's actually so much more than what he gives out to be. And there is so much there is so much of regret and remorse. It's like he knows that there's certain things he did may have hurt you, and he's just seeking your forgiveness for the errors he may have made. So there's this very, very intimate and genuine confession that's going on with him, telepathically towards you. He's trying to apologize to you for the things that he did unintentionally. Because now, when he reflects, he realizes that he shouldn't have done those things, and he should have always followed his heart with regards to you. But having said that, he's willing to repair things now. He's willing to change things and trying to reorder the way things work. Whereas he's no longer bound by his old self or the past anymore. He's consciously trying to make the effort to do things right in a good way, in a new way. So somehow there is perfect alignment and balance that is coming through for the both of you. Great change is happening. I feel like there was a point where he stepped a little bit back, but is back again on the path of growth and evolution and magic all over again. And this is going to create that avenue for more meaningful moments which you'll both share with each other. And finally, your guides want you to know, Diana, that they are so proud of you, and they just can't wait to do the things they want to do, to support you in your journey and to see the overall growth and evolution in the things that you're going to do. And there's so much planned for you as far as your missions are concerned. You are being such an inspiration that it's just going to go on and it's going to evolve further. So that's what I am picking out for you right now. With that, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling. And finally, the messages I'm getting from your guides are that you have done great, and everything that you have done will continue to prosper, and there will be great alignment and balance in your life. With that, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling, and I'll go on to the next. Harshi, I'm still in the middle of doing my channelings, and Nimit, you are last on the list at the moment. So I still have got, yeah, I still have got Moni, Q, Dawn, Adriel, Carrie, Tina, Chantel, Marie, Lisa, and you. So yes, so another, still have 10 more of you all. All right. Moni, are you here, Moni? I'm going to give it a minute for you, Moni, and then Moni, Q, Dawn, Adriel, Carrie, Tina, Chantel, Marie, Lisa, and Nimit. All right, Moni, what is going on for you? I am seeing a great, great, great change in your combined energetic fields. Romance is at its highest. Of course, there are a little bit of 3D challenges weaving in here and there, but that's not going to stop you both from enjoying paradise on earth, because this is a period of great Leela. Leela is a Sanskrit word for divine play. So there's going to be a lot of exchange of expressions and evolving of evolution of growth and romance and unconditional love. It's going to be an amazing period for the both of you, Moni. And your divine masculine is truly in awe of how much you have come in your life and how you're just able to go through things like like a queen. You're so strong, you're so beautiful, you're the hottest person in the room. You light up the lives of people. You are someone everyone wants a part of, and he keeps pinching himself thinking, is this even real? How can such a beautiful woman like you ever be in his life? So he is so grateful and thankful to the universe for the greatness it has bestowed upon him, which is you. And he's not even able to come in terms with all the magic that life has put forth for him in terms of you. So that's why your combined energetic fields are looking extremely promising. I see a lot of gold and silver and green and orange, which are great indicators of great emotional growth between the both of you. There's a lot of adventures that you're both planning, and as greed workers, you guys are just going to do a lot more than you expect to do. Further to it, and finally, a key message that I'm getting from your guides are that they want you to know, Moni, that you are just so impressive. Every single day you add so much magic to the universe. You bring so much goodness and love and excitement and energies and prospect and inspiration to everybody. It's just you. You're just such a bright spark. And somehow, your divine masculine, both of you together, you create this golden aura of magic, because he balances your light, because without you he has no light. So it's not the other way around. You can survive on your own, but your DM needs you to glow. So he's ever grateful for that. And finally, your DM wants to say that he's so lucky. He's really, really lucky to have you in his life, and blessed beyond words to be with you. And he does regret for how he treated you in the past, and he promises that he would never do it again, because he will always be the best version of himself for you, because you are just so beautiful, so great, so full of light, so full of grace, and you're just meant to create meaning for him. With that, Moni, I hope you have enjoyed today's channeling. With that, I'm going to go on to Q. So, Q, what is going on for you? All right, Q. So, what I'm picking up is this is going to be a very challenging period, as your energies are going through a major reset at the moment. So, you guys may be feeling a little bit weak as a result of that. So, this is a period you have to practice caution, because it is prone to a lot of misunderstandings between the both of you. So just hang in there and be very, very cautious of things that you might say that might just hurt each other subconsciously. That's one thing. But deep down, this is also going to be a period of great transformation, also a period of change, also a period where both of you realize you can't do without each other. So you are going to take the necessary steps to make sure that you guys are able to live the life that you both desire together. So that's what's going on. As far as your energies are concerned, the messages from your divine masculine is that I'm picking up that There's a lot of pain and unexplainable pain within him that he just can't figure out. Deep down, he knows that you talk about him, he knows that you think about him, he knows that your life revolves around him, but he assures you that you revolve around him more. Like he can't do without you. He knows you will survive without him, but not the other way around. Like you are everything to him. He can't breathe, he can't survive. He's just so lost without you. There's this great level of pain and despair that's going on with him that he's just trying to figure out. It's as though everything that he's trying to do in his life has no meaning unless you are part of it somehow. There's a lot of pain. It's like he cries himself to sleep. He doesn't he tries to put up this strong front of you, but the truth is he is suffering a lot. Finally, your guides want you to know, Q, that you do so much for the others. You do so much for others, which you have to pay attention to yourself. So that's what I was going to say. You have to start doing things for yourself as well. And that's what your guides want and your higher dimensional teachers want, because there is so much that's going on that is going to create that kind of expansion that is necessary for your overall growth. With that, I hope you've enjoyed this channeling, and I'm going to go on to Dawn. Again, I think Dawn is not here, so let me channel what comes up. All right, so what is going on for you, Dawn? It may seem like an extremely difficult period, and that is solely because of what your divine masculine is going through right now. He's going through a major crisis period, hence, it's taking a toll on you, your physical health, your emotional well being. Everything is affected because you are right now being an exclusive empath to him. So you are feeling everything is going 100%. Somehow you are carrying the weight of his pain for him because the pain is so unbearable. Subconsciously, he's sending it over to you, not intentionally. So that's why you are going through a lot of physical ailments, because that is the response. Your body is responding to your divine masculine's pain in this manner. The best thing you can do right now is trying to detach. Secondly, things will get better as well. You will start to feel better. The sore throat that you're feeling is also because your throat chakra is expanding, because your divine masculine has to act up and speak up. A lot of challenges are ahead for him. He might even get into trouble because of his actions, but somehow you will be protected by the universe. So I do see some legal issues that may be arising due to the bad people around him, or causing him a lot of chaos. So I'm definitely seeing that coming through. But don't worry, the universe will protect the both of you, and you guys will start to feel the change. So in a way, you are saving him energetically, Dawn, and it's meant to happen. You are meant to create that transformation that he could have done the moment he met you, but somehow he had to go through this entire roller coaster ride before coming back to point one and realizing that you are the only person he ever needs to see the reality for what it is. Without you, there is going to be no growth, there is going to be no gain, there is going to be no evolution. So you are the missing part of the parcel for him. So the messages I'm getting from your divine masculine to you is that he wants you to know that he is so sorry for all that he has done, for pushing you away. He should have listened to you, he should have stayed with you. Instead, he chose the darker path and he's suffering as a result of it. But he's asking you, begging you for you to take him back when he comes back. With that, I hope you have enjoyed today's channeling. And next up, I have Adriel. Adriel, are you here? I'm going to give it a moment. Adriel, are you here? All right, I'm going to start your channeling in a bit. Yes. All right. Perfect timing. I just see your message, Adriel. Okay, what I'm getting is there's a major shift that's occurring in your life. You may start to feel like you've finally come to the shore. So you had been in the ocean all these months trying to navigate your way, and finally you may be feeling a little bit of solidity in your life. Somehow I feel more grounding that is coming through in your life. Your energies are shifting greatly to create that powerhouse of peace and stability for you. And somehow it is mirroring your divine masculine because he is standing up for himself and saying no to what he doesn't want to do. In the past, he's a yes man, except to you. To everyone else, he will be like saying yes. But now he feels like he has found his inner voice and inner truth. So a deep, deep, deep change in his throat chakra. So that is a major, major, major miracle, in fact. So the messages I'm getting from your divine masculine is that he's full of apologies, saying that he shouldn't have done what he did to you in the past. He's so angry at himself for being such a terrible person, and he says that he finds you so naive and beautiful and interesting and attractive and full of grace and sensitivity and kindness, and he just wishes that you could be by his side right now. And he feels like he has lost the greatest thing ever in his life, you. And nothing can ever nothing can ever change the amount of love and depth he has for you. And no matter what he does, how far he goes, he's always going to come back to you. And he's saying that these may all seem very dreamy, but this is the truth. This is how he's feeling. And telepathically has been trying to reach out a lot to you. And he knows that you are hurt and you had been going through a really hard time because he has been with you every step of the way. It's just that somehow the obstacles between the both of you, you are not able to communicate because there's a part of you that was almost going to give up. And he's saying that he would never, ever, ever let you give up on this relationship because he's coming and the wait is going to be worth it because you guys are going to start afresh and all great things are going to come in your life. Combined energetic fields, I see a lot of gold and green, which indicates a paramount level of growth and upgrades that has happened in the last couple of months, and you're going to see the effects of it in the 3D world. So a lot of miracles are coming your way, Adriel. So do look forward to them, and your guides want you to know that You make them so proud because despite all that you have been through, you have always been true to yourself, you have been gracious, you have shown so much integrity, love, life, passion, truth, authenticity, and you always impress the other worlds because you are just a one of a kind of person, and wherever you go you add magic. So Adriel, the universe applauds you for being who you are and to continue to grow and evolve. With that, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling, Adriel. And next up, I've got Carrie. Carrie left a message that she would catch up with this later. So, I've got Carrie, Tina, Chantel, Marie, Lisa, Nimit, and Harshi. All right. Carrie, let me see what I'm picking up for you. Did you have a question? Let me just look through if you had a question. All right, your question has been a few weeks, please. Energy update. So let me pick on the energies between you both. All right, Carrie, what are the energies between you and your person? So I am noticing intrinsically a lot of changes. As far as your chakras are concerned, I see a deep shift in your root and throat chakra. Combined energies, I notice a lot of gold, which means you guys have been communicating a lot astrally, traveling, meeting, spending a lot of time in the other worlds. So you may not be expressing yourselves fully in the 3D world at the moment, but that doesn't mean it's going to be like this. It is going to change, it's going to continue to go in the angle of great bliss. There's going to be some kind of a momentum that I see that is coming through for the both of you. So the messages I'm getting from your DM is that he wants you to sincerely know that he's trying his best and he's getting so frustrated that he's not able to do or please you in the way he wants to, because anything he does tends to hurt you. And sometimes he knows that he overthinks it, but he feels like as a man, as a divine masculine, he has certain things he has to do to, because he owes you that. And he wants to treat you like a queen. He knows all the pain and suffering you've gone through in your past, and he never wants that to ever happen to you again. So he wants to do things right, and somehow he self-sabotages that. He wants to do things right and he tries his best, and somehow he self-sabotages that. So he's going around and round in circles in terms of your connection, and somehow there's a lot of regret and remorse and pain and clearing. But however, somehow in 2024 that cycle is going to break. He's no longer going to behave in this manner anymore because he's going to make that conscious effort to change things between the both of you. He's not going to just sit back and pretend like There's nothing he can do, because he realizing that he has all the power within him to create that 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 foundation for you to truly flourish, because you need that stability. I also see a lot of peace and excitement in your combined energetic fields as well. There is a lot of grace, there's a lot of patience, there's a lot of admiration, there's a lot of adoration. But there's also that fear of that unknown, where this connection is going to go, which direction it's going to go, and all of that as well. But despite all the confusion, clarity is going to be born out of it, and energetically, this is going to be a period of intense change, clearings, healing. Do focus on your root, solar plexus, sacral, and heart chakras, because these are very important, and same for your divine counterpart as well, for him to focus on these chakras, and then eventually you'll be getting a lot of guidance from your crown. So that is the direction your connection is headed towards. A lot of bliss and stability and magic and growth and evolution. With that, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling. Beautiful, beautiful Carrie. Next up, I've got Tina. Tina, do you have a particular question? All right, I don't see any questions, so I'm guessing you want a general reading, because I'm not able to go through any of the past comments. All right. So what am I sensing for Tina? All right, Tina, this is going to be a testing period for you. A lot of challenges are going to be thrown in your direction as far as the universe is concerned. So it's very, very, very important for you to focus on the now, to focus on you, and to embark in activities that truly grooms your soul. So you may want to connect with nature, you may want to connect with water. Somehow the element of water will definitely help you through this period, because this period is about clearing and personal growth. So there are parts of you that you're going to shed, because new skin is growing beneath. You're going to unlock innate abilities that you never even knew existed. So you're going to awaken to gifts and realize, hey, actually have this potential. Maybe there's something new I can do as far as my career is concerned. So a lot of awakening is taking place right now. So my guidance to you would be just to hang in there and stay strong. As far as your love life is concerned, things are also mapping up in the right direction. Again, a lot of challenges, but eventually it will play out right. So the messages I'm getting from your person is that he wants you to know that there's a lot of difficulty that is enduring at the moment, and it's very, very difficult for him to be fully open and honest. But there's also a lot of telepathy that's going on between you. So what he may not be able to express in 3D, he is expressing in a telepathic way, because he feels most comfortable with that. Further to it, by unlocking new gifts, you're going to feel that soul expansion that is going to create that kind of wonder and magic in your life. You're going to start to feel this emotional growth and expansion that's going to continue to inspire your life further. So you're not only going to be stuck, you're not you're not going to be stuck anymore. Sorry, clarification there. You're not going to be stuck anymore. You're going to actually feel free from now on due to that massive expansion and growth that your soul is experiencing. And you will continue to unlock more and more doors. You're going to enter a very, very harmonious period of growth and upgrades and downloads and evolution. With that, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling, Tina. And Chantel, I didn't see a particular question, so I'm going to do a general one for you. Just give me a moment. Let me just drink some water. All right, Chantel, what is going on with you? You are literally being blessed by God as we speak because you have been a person who has sacrificed a lot in your life. You are a person who does so much for others that you don't really look out for yourself. But the good news is the universe has always been looking out for you due to the purity of your heart, the purity of your soul, and for the person you inherently are. So, a golden period is mapping out for you in your life right now. You're going to have a balance in your life, in all aspects of your life: love, life, career, education. I do see you might be picking up a new skill or a course, so there is that education wing opening up for you. You're going to learn something new that is going to shape your life, and it's going to take effect in some way. It's going to add value, it's going to empower your life further. I'm also noticing you're going to pay a lot more attention to yourself this period. All these years of truly, truly sacrificing your life for others, you're going to pay attention to yourself this year. So, 2024, it is about self realization, growth, finding yourself, finding the goddess power within you, and creating that magic so that you can go on to further inspire the world around you. As far as love is concerned, it is going to be a miraculous period because love is going to lighten your heart and soul, and you are going to experience beauty like never before. So, the messages I'm getting from your significant other is that he wants you to know that you are full of grace and beauty and sacrifice and warmth, and only great things will happen for you, and he will try his best to create that avenue for further growth and expansion between the both of you. There's a lot of sadness because your person feels that he could have done better and he has failed you in so many ways, and no matter what he does, he doesn't deserve to be forgiven because he should have never done those things. However, he's begging you for an opportunity to start anew, to somehow start everything from scratch and to begin life like from the start. So that is what I am picking up for you, Chantel. And your guides want you to know that despite everything that may happen, you're fully supported, and a great period is opening up for you, and for you to just stay focused and let things happen. You don't even have to try because this is a golden period where things will happen and you will be in alignment with everything that your heart desires. With that, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling. And Marie, perfect timing. All right, Marie's question is just wondering if the DM already knows about you for leaving the organization. You're doing okay, focusing on yourself. All right. Immediately, I felt a strong surge of energy in your combined energetic fields because it is a very, very emotional period for the both of you. And hence, that's why you got very emotional and cried as well. Because your person is really, really struggling to express himself. He's going through a heavy throat chakra block. Hence, he's not able to speak what he truly feels. So he's always trying to give you very superficial answers because he just feels that he is not able to figure out what it is that he truly wants to say. To answer your question, he doesn't know about you leaving the organization. But I have a feeling he's going to find out about that soon. But somehow his higher self knows that you have left. And it's causing him a lot of grief because that distance is carrying him a lot. So the messages that I'm getting from him is that he just has no words to say because the feeling that he feels towards you is unexplainable. And there's a lot of tragedy infused in the past that he's not able to overcome because he has random dreams about you that haunts him when he sleeps at night. Dreams of losing you to murders and killings and forced separation, and somehow it's the both of you in different time periods and lifetimes, and he somehow it's like his third chakra is overactive, so he gets all of these visions of the past, but he's not able to handle them or process them. So whenever he has got a huge infusion of old memories popping in, you get very emotional and you start to experience his pain and sadness. So his thoughts towards you is that deep down he feels like something is causing you both to break, and it's causing him a lot of pain and sorrow, but somehow he knows that you'll find a way to be together with you again. So the messages from him is that he's asking you for a lot of forgiveness because in past lives he was not able to be the hero that you wanted him to be, and he hates himself because even in this lifetime he's not able to do right. Somehow he thinks that maybe leaving you alone in this lifetime would give you the peace and harmony, and maybe if you found someone else you may be happier. So all of these thoughts wrecks his heart and soul, and sometimes he can't sleep, he cries himself, but deep down he knows that you will not go and be with anyone else either because firstly he won't be able to accept it if you move on, and secondly he can't even bear the thought of you being with someone else. So all of these fears and insecurities are coming up as part of this reading, and finally he's saying that whatever happens, he will find a way back to you and he will make you proud this lifetime. So that is the message I'm getting for you, Marif. I hope you like this channeling. And with that, Lisa. So I've got Lisa, Nimit, and Harshi. So Lisa's question is, any messages for him from Brendan? He's on my mind more than usual last couple of days, wondering why. Thank you. Firstly, Lisa, because he has been thinking about you a lot, and that is very, very auspicious because I feel like there is this newfound energy and passion in him that is just causing this new line of expression and hope and desire and fulfillment and magic. So somehow this is causing that great level of expression and expansion and divine beauty between the both of you. So, this newfound vigor and passion is what's making you feel that great energetic shift that you have been feeling. So, that's why you've been feeling him a lot more. And the messages that I have from him to you is that he is seeing you in new light and new eyes. He's seeing how beautiful you are in every way possible, both inside and outside. He's so enthralled and thrilled by all the potential and magic that you bring forth to him, and is in so much awe and wonder of everything that happens between the both of you. It's like you both are meant to create this impact in life like never before. It's so fascinating because both of you are just meant to create the magic that the world lacks. So, Brendan is sending you all these great energy to inspire you and to also give you the hope that great things are meant to happen between the both of you. So, miraculous and magical period awaits the both of you. And finally, your DM says that he is so in love with you and he wants the past to stay in the past and for you not even to go down that path of regret or remorse, because he wants to start things new. So he wants to lead you and guide you in this new direction. So that's what I'm getting for you, Lisa, and I hope you have enjoyed this channeling. And next up, I've got Nimit. So Nimit's question is, hi Vash, I would like an energy update for me and SPJ, please. What is in store for us in Feb? I feel like she is in distant in 5D and has moved on in 3D. Thanks. Oh, perfect. All right, 444 basically means, Nimit, that the angels are speaking to you. So, number one, she hasn't moved on from you at all, energetically, physically. A lot of thoughts about you are lingering in her mind, parts of her soul. She is trying to move on because it's difficult, it's heavy, it's intense, all this passion and all of that pain that comes along with it. But however, something within her knows that she has to come back to you. So, what is in store for you in terms of Feb? A lot of clearing and growth is set to take place. So, SPJ is going to realize how important you are in her life. So, that kind of awareness and awakening is going to take place. Further to it, she is also resisting and giving in to the guidance from the universe. So I feel her feeling more connected to her guides and God. So somehow it's all leading back to you, and that's what your angels are trying to tell you too, Nimit. That things are headed in the right direction and they are meant to happen that way. Your combined energetic fields indicate blue and green, so there is that difficulty in communication due to a big throat chakra block SPJ is going through, but that will be lifted. The veil will be lifted and she will be able to connect. So you will feel that reconnection in 5D again. You will start to feel our energies more as we speak. And this will continue to improve in this month as we approach the 14-2 Valentine's portal. Things will start to miraculously evolve between the both of you. So magical times ahead. With that, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling, Nimit. Finally, Harshi. So Harshi's message is that, can you channel messages for me, please, just to let you know? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Harshi, but remember, the language of divine masculine's responses are always silence. The reason why your DM hasn't replied to you or your friend is because of the fact that that is the answer, that is a response, not to push you out or anything like that, because he could have replied to your friend and just been cordial. The truth is, he has not moved on. It's quite the contrary. So his 3D self, in fact, is going through this internal war where he is too embarrassed to face you, and he also doesn't want to respond to your friend without responding to you first because he feels that's disrespectful. Secondly, he's also guilty about all the distance and gaps that he caused. I do feel like he's coming back towards you, but lately the inner battles he has been facing as far as your relationship is concerned is very, very heavy. It's intensely causing him a lot of pain and suffering because he's guilty. In fact, he's so grateful that you have messaged him because he knows that you still have space in his heart. In your heart you still have space for him, and vice versa, your his heart is filled with you. So I want you to treat this as a good sign, because a reply is more triggering than silence, because silence has got its language on its own, and that's what your DM is communicating with you right now. He will eventually write you a response when the time is right, but right now the inner battles he's going through, he doesn't want to say something which might end up costing you guys unnecessary hurt. Secondly, in terms of his energetic fields, he is clearing and shedding old skin, so in a way it's good. And of course, he's working on his communication. So when he gets there, he will reply to the both of you. And his 3D self also wants you to know that he would never want to hurt you intentionally. And he has so much love towards you. He's trying to break 3D norms to become successful himself. He feels like he wants to be with you when he is successful in life, when he's famous in life, because then you will be proud of him. So he's saying all of these things. So his 3D self, in other words, is going through an internal battle, but he will survive. And things will progress between you and prosper between you. So with that, I hope you have enjoyed this channeling, Harshi. And with that, I hope you guys had a wonderful life. If you have got any questions, you can always comment when I upload them in YouTube. And with that, hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will see you all next week. Next week, there might be a little change in my timing because I do have something on my Sunday morning, which is Saturday night. So I might do it one day earlier. I'll keep you guys informed. So check out the space. So I might do the same timing Friday night Eastern time instead, which will be my Saturday morning. So with that, love you all, and I'll see you all next week. Take care and bye bye.